Here we go, spawning down on the bottom left, representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming. It is Rogue in the red.
His opponent in the bottom right, fighting for pride, fighting for money. He is, from Katowice Gaming, Spirit.
It's funny that both of these players, they're both wanting to win 2-0, and they're both counting on their counterparts to not take a map. Or to take a map, and, you know, he's hoping that Spirit's obviously hoping that he'll get a better map score than Neeb, and Rogue is hoping that he will get a better map score than Solar. So if this goes to game 3, it's kind of bad for both of them. As funny as that is to say.
Well, yes and no, because it's not only dependent on this setup, because I believe actually Spirit and Neeb had similar map scores as well. It's dependent on how things go compared to what their opponent is doing. But yeah, if it's 2-1, and I actually guess you're right. Yeah, 2-1 is good because it keeps them in the same spot, right? If they win, at least they maintain their position in the group, or at least for Rogue this is true. But because at least you win the series. But yeah, as you said, you want the 2-0, you want them to make that happen. And the question really is, how does Rogue, as the thought leader here, the man who has been having insane reads over this entire series, or this entire play day, at least what we've cast, how does he opt to react to what he knows Spirit wants or does not want to do in this game?
That is, honestly, I think Rogue probably just plays incredibly standard. He probably just plays incredibly standard. The one thing I will say is that this is, oh, look at this. We got an SCV block. Going to try and prevent the third base from coming on down. It is the modified Clash opener where you still get that Overlord, but it is a little bit delayed. This, Rogue's just going to accept that, yeah, taking this hatchery is probably not going to happen, but it's, wait, where's the Reaper? Oh, it's in the main. Oh, it's in the main. Wow.
Okay.
Okay, no, he doesn't get it, yeah. Like, well, I swear I saw the Reaper on the production tab, and yeah, he just went straight past the natural expansion, just wanted the drone. And as a result, Rogue, well, he's going to be able to get that hatch. Nice job.
It's not even that delayed. You generally want to get the hatch around 30 odd supply. He takes it at 32, so not that big of a deal as the Reaper's going to get up, not get the creep tumor either. So Spirit doing all of these fancy things to try to make something happen. None of it's going to work, but look at this lair timing, Steadfast. What is this for?
That is a really good question, and I was saying I don't think we're going to see anything cheeky, any mind games, but this is definitely aggression. There are two options right now. As far as I can tell, it is either going to be a very quick Muta play, or more likely, to me, it's going to be a Nidus play. And I gotta say, this is, I hope it's the Mutas. Oh, we're going to see a little bit of a pause coming in from Spirit here. Hopefully everything's all good with him. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Not too sure. We'll see what this could be. Probably shouldn't talk about the game for now, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
I guess the hotkey file didn't transfer. That's unfortunate. Oh, we're good. So they say go.
Mm-hmm.
And
maybe it's something with rapid fire. I'm not sure. Either way, okay, back to it. Yep. So, could be 2-base Nidus, could be, or well, I mean, it's technically 3-base. The fact that he's taking a third hatch, though, yeah, this, okay, never mind. There's the Roach Warren. Yeah, this is going to be a basically bluff third base, and it is going to be highly likely Nidus play. I can't imagine it's anything else.
Yeah, well,
he's got way too much gas for that. Yeah, there it is.
So where are the Overlords here? That's what we're really looking at from Rogue. Is he going to be able to find positioning? He's got one below, and he's not moved in with it yet. But look at this, Spirit. He's got Banshees on the way. That Overlord on the front is going to get knocked down. And Banshees and maybe Cyclones are really what you're looking here. Looking to have to deal with the Roach pressure, and he does not have a ton of Queens. He's at 4. I don't know that he's going to look to put these in the Nidus, at least not at first. And having these Banshees out, again, the minus armor versus the Roaches, the fact that Roaches cannot kill them is such a boon for our Terran player. That being said, the Roaches are on the way. The Nidus is now getting dropped. It's out of vision, and Spirit does not know what's happening. His Hellions are out on the map. He's seen a couple Queens. That is all that he has, And here, wait, actually, no, one Nidus.
He doesn't see it.
No.
He doesn't see it. Yeah. So the main thing to defend a Nidus Worm, you need to stop this from happening. You can't let it get up. Third command center with quick cloak Banshee. He might not even get cloak finished. It is entirely possible he doesn't. We've got, yeah, okay. Well, fair enough. Damn it, Rogue. We're trying to cast games here. Stop ending them so quick.
Yeah, Rogue is ruining our days by making it. We get to cast like 30 seconds at a time, and then Rogue ends the game, and we're like, okay, well, I guess we're going to the next one. You know, I guess Rogue wins again. Okay.
That was anticlimactic. We've cast 3 games of Rogue so far, for an average game time of 5 minutes, and all of them are ZVT.
Which is not a thing.
It's not supposed to happen when the Zerg wins, no.
Especially not on like a Blackburn or a Glittering Ashes or 2000 Atmospheres or whatever the other maps we had. Those are long maps. It takes forever for those games to resolve. And, well, even still, we had that game end. Hardwire is going to be our next map, Steadfast, over under 5 minutes.
Every logical bone in my body says it must be over 5 minutes. It has to be. But I don't know, man. It feels like at this point, Rogue is fated to win this game in like 6.5 minutes or something. Like, this is just, oh my God. He just murdered him. He just straight up murdered him.
Straight up walked across and whacked him with some roaches and said, hey, have a nice trip home. But Steadfast, we're going to have to see what exactly happens. As now we're ready with our second game. Hopefully Spirit does something a little different. Hopefully we have a little bit better of a setup as game 2. Ready.
Spawning up in the top right, representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming with somewhere to be. It is Rogue. Currently up 1-0.
And his opponent in the bottom left in the blue. He's down 1. Trying to take us to a game number 3 for Kaitza. Spirit.
And yeah, the only thing that Spirit needed to do right there was have vision of the corner of his base. All he needed. And he holds that. Because you just pull SCVs, you get whatever army units you have on top of the Nidus. All you need to do is deny that Nidus Worm, and you are miles ahead. Now, Rogue, he is the kind of player that even if something goes, okay, what are you doing?
He's just scouting for 2 racks.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, 100%. Wise decision. Wise move. Very, very early scout. Like, very early scout. To the point where it was early enough where I was wondering if there was something untoward in his mind. But yeah, you're right. Just scouting for those proxy 2 racks. And I like it. He's very confident.
Yeah, remember, Rogue really cares about getting a 2-0 in this setup in particular. 2-0 and Neeb doing to Solar what Neeb did to Rogue gives Rogue first place in the group. So he needs to do more than just win the series, which I think is almost a given at this point. But he needs to do it 2-0 for him to get top slot, make that round of 8, as you said. So he's going to pull out all the stops to make sure he does not lose to something crazy in the second map of this series. No proxy 3 racks or something like that might catch him off guard. And it makes sense because he feels comfortable against his opponent. He can suffer those inefficiencies in the early game.
Yeah, exactly. Couldn't have put it better myself. I will say, I think Neeb kind of owes it to Rogue to take a game off Solar, just to, equalize his impact in the group. Just anything else would be selfish,
Exactly. Although this is Katowice, and I don't know how much shellfish they have.
We do see Rogue going for the 6-lane opener, basically saying, I don't want to take any damage whatsoever. I'm just going to rely on the fact that there's a couple extra units. Ooh, cute little move with the queen. Injects at the natural, spreads the creep tumor from the main queen. What this does for you, this inject finishes at the natural. Instead of having to have your drones pop out from this base, walk all the way down to the natural, which is like a very short period of time, but I illustrated it to make it feel exaggerated. You get them there a little bit faster, and that is a difference at the highest level. That's maybe what, 1.5 mining trips for each drone. So call it 22.5 minerals more.
Yeah,
It's good.
That's
Good
half a
little
drone.
adjustment.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of cool. Something we don't see other players do, because it's a matter of a lot of these minor efficiency tricks you talk about. Oh, we'll inject from the natural instead of the main and spread creep a little bit differently. They're minor differences, and some players, they say, okay, my APM is better spent scouting on the map or doing something else. But Rogue, of course, he can do all of that and more, so he's going to get every small little bit of advantage he can find in this game. And Spirit, he's doing the same thing we saw Dream do in game 2. Go for the quick third base, try to see what is up, try to make sure he can get some value. Although this third base from Spirit is a little bit later. I want to say it started around the 3-minute mark instead of 2:30, and we're gonna have to see if he goes battle cruises behind it. But of course the answer is no. Stim is on the way. He's a little bit less vulnerable to some sort of proxy Nidus shenanigans that we saw, the Roach shenanigans that we saw Rogue do in that last series. But Spirit, he's getting himself set up for the mid game now.
This is, I want to talk about this build actually from Spirit a little bit, because this is an extremely greedy build. It is awesome. And it is a build that Time used and actually was able to beat Dark with it. Wait, was it Dark? No, it was Solar. It was Solar. Okay. Didn't want to misspeak. Solar with it in DreamHack Masters Last Chance, I believe. And what he did was, you might have noticed there's 3 gases on the production tab right now. So he gets the very fast third command center and does not go straight up into the starport, delays it, delays that second gas because he doesn't need the gas to get that starport. He's cutting it, and instead goes straight up into 3 barracks right away.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry, Steadfast. This is not 3cc play.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's 4cc
Oh
play.
my god, what? Holy, okay. What? Okay, yeah, no, I was like, what are you talking about, Bamble? What? Okay, so this build is actually very different.
So he cuts the starport for forever. He only just has it now.
Yeah.
And he gets a 4th. I had to look at that main base like 4 times to make sure I was not just absolutely crazy. But Rogue, he's going for 1-1 roaches. And yeah, sure, 1-1 roaches is maybe not the... Oh, he's going to get a full mule. Oh, the repair. Yeah, he's going to be able to save the mule. That's actually a big deal there. Especially as you've committed so hard to this eco, you've got to get advantage of it. And Hardwire is not the best map for roach play. It's rather choked up. It is a long rest distance. It's not as easy to run across the map and sledgehammer into the Terran's threat as say Curious Minds is. So if there ever was a map, maybe Glittering Ashes would be an even better one, but if there ever was a map that Spirit can get away with this, it does feel like Hardwire might be that map.
Yeah, or Pride of Alteris or something like this.
Yeah.
Great scan right here from Spirit. Sees the roaches. And what I would love to see from Rogue, because he's done this before on this map, drop a Nidus Worm and go for a Nidus Worm in the main base while attacking the third base. We'll see if he goes for that. It's a really, really powerful way to play. Very difficult, but it's possible that now that he was scanned, he might not commit to the roaches. But he's very much lined up to do so, so it'd feel a little bit weird if he doesn't. Yeah, where's that big Ravager morph?
You said, Fest, I got a question for you, going back to something we saw earlier. Mules don't cost any minerals, right? So
Nope.
A repair cost is based off of the total cost of the unit. It's what 10% or something?
Yeah.
How much does it cost to repair a mule?
Just mining time, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it costs you any money.
Okay,
I'm
that
pretty
makes
sure
sense.
it's it's a valid question though. But yeah, no, they they don't cost you anything. Nice spotter Marines right here, and Rogue, his hand is tipped, but this is still a lot of units. Man, look at these bunkers. Great setup on the defense right now from Spirit. And if he holds right here, he does give himself the chance of leapfrogging Neebs. So this is a big, important match. Hellions going to try and run by at the third base. Oh, the drones, they're so stupid. They block each other. Only 2 drones going to fall, though. Nice pull from Rogue right there.
Now, SCVs are going to get pulled here, and it really does not matter all that much because Spirit on 4 command centers. But the big problem is Rogue is hitting before the upgrades of Spirit are done. The tanks are going down just about everywhere, but it's only Ravagers that remain, and the 1-1 upgrades, they finish up. Now Spirit can maybe jump on top of this with a rally of Rogue, trying to fight its way in this game. Toot sweet 2-0, at least it's not a 5-minute game, but now Rogue, his army is still here. Spirit does not have what he needs to break through just yet. The upgrades are done, of course. but no 2-2 on the way. Now the natural is under threat. Tanks have to be reshuffled around. And Spirit, he went for 4 CC play. It was cool, but he's absolutely on the ropes in this game number 2. Is the reason they're going to move on out, but there are just too many roaches here, Steadfast. I don't know what Spirit's exactly supposed to do.
Well, I've got 2 letters, and they are GG, and that is the only thing he can do at this point. It's 100 supply lead. Yes, it's roaches. Yes, that's inflated supply, but Rogue, he is not going to lose a game like this. I understand it's Spirit's last game at IEM Katowice. He is playing for a potentially large sum of money, so I understand doesn't want to tap out. $1,000? Yeah. You best believe I'm going to stay in this game until you've killed me. Not until I feel dead, until you've killed me. But Rogue is the player that is, well, he's looking to make that move right now.
That he is. Rogue is not a player that's going to sit around and wait for another 5 minutes to make the game go a little bit longer, to make it maybe a slightly higher chance of victory. No, he says, I see you're dead here, bud. You should leave. The third base is broken. 5 more workers go down. And I said earlier, it doesn't matter losing a couple STVs. That was true. Losing a total of 45 does not matter. Spirit not even finding the spiritual victory in this game. He's going to fall. Rogue now preying on Neeb to